rom-coms are not my personal favorite genre.
There are some quality romantic dramas.
Guys, you hear what she just said? She said
Romantic
she concedes.
dramas?
She concedes.
But no
I will.
rom-coms.
Time. That's the highlight of my week. Oh my gosh, guys! I won. Shanae sucks. I think that's the takeaway here. It's because everyone's been complaining recently about everyone's on Ozempic.
Inclusivity.
And we have a big whiteboard here where it says Zola's wins and Shanae's wins. And we tally all the wins and the debates.
Made it. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Right.
On the left.
Okay.
You will cut that. Does it look okay?
Oh yeah, we're traumatized.
Right, so
I go my own way. What about us?
We're not doing High School Musical. We're not talking about High School Musical on the pod ever again.
No. Oh my god, we should do a reaction to High School Musical. Seeing tonight. It's a bad idea, right? Oh my god, you know Olivia Rodrigo and Louis Partridge broke up.
I did hear that.
You don't care, do you?
No, I
You don't know who
okay.
that is.
I know who Louis Partridge is. The guy from Enola Holmes.
Oh yeah.
And Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
I remember when they were
was
dating.
so cute.
I saw one picture of them in central London. It was insane.
Yeah.
See, I'm being dead sarcastic about it.
Oh.
But you seem like welcome back to episode 3.
Don't look at the camera, look at me.
I'm gonna look
We're
at
having a conversation.
we're gonna talk to both. See, the audience is here as well. And I feel like it's like going back and forth. It's like the worst
Just
thing in the
like
world.
Benedict.
And Benedict from Bridgerton. Yeah, it's nice that everyone's able to come together
Yeah.
a lot, especially because the last year was a bit rough for some people. It was rough for me.
Oh.
No, just
Was it?
no.
I'm so
because
sorry.
We hadn't done the podcast yet,
Oh.
so that was rough. But getting into the podcast and all the stuff this year, I feel like I've been talking about it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year is really the up and up for a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel strong about 2026. It's like the tides are changing, luck is coming our way, opportunity.
Yeah, I think everyone's really leaning into good things this year. So, yeah. But, speaking about the hot takes.
And the podcast.
And the podcast.
Our favourite segment is back.
100%, especially after the last episode. Having, you guys send in your personal stuff and kind of reviewing it ourselves is so nice. So I've actually decreased the amount of hot takes we've got this episode. Last episode we had 7.
That was a 2-hour episode.
It was a 2-hour episode. So hopefully this is a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But I've shortened the amount of hot takes we have, but these are also things that are very much interesting to get into.
And I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, Shanae hasn't seen them. I've seen them. I think you guys sent in really great ones. Okay, we'll do the first one. Yeah, we'll start with this one. Okay.
I'm scared.
So, inclusivity in film and TV is getting really old and most of the time is not done well.
Who sent that?
Huh?
Who sent that? You know what? You can't disclose.
I can't disclose because we're keeping you guys anonymous.
Okay. I have some choice words.
Okay. I'm really interested to see what you're going to say here. Okay. Tell me when. You ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, inclusivity is getting a bit old.
Ooh, okay,
I don't think
I think that's a sweeping statement. What do you mean?
I think it's getting a bit old in the sense that I feel like
it should go back to just
straight white people. No. My thing is, I think inclusivity for inclusivity's sake is old. It's becoming really stale. I think
tokenism.
Tokenism. Yeah. That's my point. I don't know if that was the point made by the person who put in the hot take. I don't think it was. But I think the fact that, it's so difficult to access real authentic stories sometimes, and no one's making movies or TV series about real authentic stories, and instead they're trying to flip the switch to try and make it something that's not. That's I don't know.
I disagree. I think like the issue here isn't inclusivity, it's representation. Two very different things.
Okay.
Sure, the representation at the moment is really poor. Like, it's great that, you know, more and more POC are being involved in like high like dramas and are like taking like the leading roles and stuff like that. But it's unfortunately either the writing to represent that race or gender or sexuality has been really poor, or it's just been a rehashed storyline of something else, like an adaptation.
Okay, that is, to be clear, that is the stance I'm taking.
That is the stance you're taking.
Yeah, maybe you're right. The wording inclusivity specifically isn't correct, but I believe representation is not being done well.
I still don't think like it should stop though. Like, I think, yes, we need to continue to improve how we represent people, and that involves having more writers in the room of that representation, do you know what I mean? But I think like there is progress being made.
I think there's definitely progress being made, but I will say I feel like some people need to take a step back and like actually like look into what inclusivity is and how it should be and how different people should be represented on on screen, not just for the sake of going like I'm going to shoehorn someone in here just for the sake of having done that or the statement of having done that. I think it should contribute to the story, exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
it should feel natural, and I think there are a lot of films and shows that I feel like have done that really well. It's TV series, but Heartbreak High. I think
TV series are doing it better right now than 100%. Movies.
Heartbreak High is a TV series. And
Never Have I Ever.
Never Have I Ever, and it features one of the best, what do you call it, on-screen portrayals of someone with autism, because they actually hired an actress with autism.
In Heartbreak High,
in Heartbreak High. And it's like one of the most authentic representations. I've heard other people say that they've been able to relate to that, or they've been able to see themselves reflected in that. But that's not being done everywhere. That's 1 in 100.
Have you seen Atypical?
Atypical's
fantastic.
I personally found it done really well, but I've heard a lot of people in the community complaining about it.
Really?
But although I think it's a split thing, because autism is a spectrum, so
definitely
it depends on where you fall on that. But I personally love Atypical. I think it was a phenomenal show.
But I do agree that yes, these are 2 programs taken out of like hundreds.
Yeah.
But you know.
So I think it would be a good thing for writers or producers or directors to take a step back and have a look at how they can authentically sew in the right kind of representation into stories without making it so that they put things in there and then everyone complains about it and then they're like, oh, see, we gave you what you wanted.
Yeah.
But you're complaining you don't want it. Because people are not complaining about that. I think they're complaining about the way that it's handled and the way that it's being done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, I still think that, as you were saying, TV shows, there's so many TV shows where the inclusivity is added to has made it great. Personally, Never Have I Ever is one of my favourite TV shows. Yeah, and I think the inclusivity that adds to it, like, I love the fact that she's got, like, a friend from, like, everywhere. She's got worldwide, you know, united by rice.
United by rice.
Don't cancel me. I can say that.
Yeah, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think we're both on the same page.
Even like Some I Turn Pretty, like the portrayal of a Korean American family and a mixed race person, like I thought that was great. So many TV shows, Sex Education, like all of them. It's just more movies where it's like being really shoved down your throat and just not well
done in the wrong way. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Okay.
Overall, disagree.
I half and half for those reasons. Don't think I changed my mind. I think I always knew what I thought.
I think you did.
Okay, moving on. The Bridgerton rake that needs to be tamed by an innocent girl trope needs to stop. Now, I am willing to play devil's advocate on this because I personally can see both sides, but it depends on what you choose. So you reveal your side, and I feel very equally about both of these things.
Okay. So,
what's your opinion?
I agree.
And I'm willing to disagree with that.
Okay.
Say where you agree.
For example, let's talk about season 3, Penelope and Colin's season. Colin, before that, was the sweetest character. He just like he just wanted to do some traveling and was really naive and innocent. And like, you know, he wanted to do the best for, I forgot her name now, but Marina, etc. And like, he was a really good friend to Penelope. And then next thing you know, his season, he goes abroad, comes back, and he's a harlot. He's a whore. Like,
and he goes around sleeping with everyone.
And he's going overboard of this charisma, like, oh yes, I know how to seduce a woman.
And then he starts smouldering in camera every 5 seconds. Oh my gosh.
And like, he's not the kindest to Penelope. Like, he doesn't really treat her as a lady. He just really reduces her as somebody who cannot be flirted with. Do you know what I mean? It makes her feel very undesirable. And I feel like that trope was not necessary for them at all. And I was just fulfilling that whole thing of like, yeah, I'm a rake and like, she's an innocent flower kind of thing, which I completely disagree with. And I think that's precisely that trope is what ruined their season.
That's fair. And I think we had that somewhat in moderation in season 2 with Anthony. We had that slightly with the Duke a little bit because he wasn't aware of things.
With,
and then
Benedict
and Sophie.
Wow.
And Benedict.
Not even Benedict and Sophie, but Benedict in season 3.
Yeah,
like,
Benedict in season 3.
What was he doing? He was with everybody.
But I will say, the reason I would disagree is because I think that kind of take is kind of reflective of this time specifically.
I guess so.
I think, obviously, Bridgerton isn't all about, what do you call it? Accuracy, like historic accuracy. But typically speaking, women were completely uneducated about most of these things, especially if you're a woman in the upper classes. Maybe women in lower classes or in working classes would have access to more knowledge about this kind of stuff. But
that
otherwise, these other women in high class society were kind of kept on the shelf, and like they weren't really able to educate themselves in that way. So I can see where this whole dynamic of an innocent girl comes from, and then men also just kind of did whatever they want without any thought to the consequences.
And it is explored of like Daphne in like her season when she tries to ask like her mother Violet, like, hey, like, I want to know about these things, like what's going on, why am I not getting pregnant? And it's only at that point when she realized that the Duke was never actually like doing anything at all, and that's a massive betrayal of trust.
So I think that's a fair point. 100%, I can see it. It can get a bit stale as well. I know that, fortunately for Benedict's, I think, whose season is it? Fortunately for, what's his name? The next character, Eloise, and that story, it's nothing like that.
Okay,
and
that's good.
It's also nothing like that for, I don't believe it's like that for Francesca's one, or for
Hyacinth?
Or for Hyacinth's, or Gregory's.
Okay.
Actually, no, it is like that for Hyacinth's one, but not Gregory's.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think I can see where that comes from, I think it's just the author and Shonda herself as the director of the series, the producer of the series, just trying to best reflect that Regency period era.
I understand that, but I think there are times where it's forced, and a prime example is Colin and Penelope's season.
100%. So okay, that's interesting, but
I'll do a middle as well.
I will also are willing to concede a middle. Both are fair. This is my favorite. I really appreciate the person who
that was the most tame one. I just remembered. Okay.
This is it's a bit of a long one, a bit of a mouthful, but I'm really interested in talking about it. The overly modern beauty aesthetic of Bridgerton season 3 was because they didn't value or recognize the beauty of Nicola/Penelope, and they do it with a lot of plus size women.
Oh.
And I've definitely got opinions. You ready to?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Really?
Yeah.
I'm interested. Okay. Wait, do you want to say yours first, or do you want me to say
I think you go first.
Okay. I think it's very true. I don't think plus size women or even plus size men, their beauty in media is reflected well at all. I think there's very much a consistent stigma between how women specifically have been treated, and the way they're portrayed is like either ugly until they lose the weight, or they're not seen as beautiful as just being themselves. They always have to have these added extra things. And it's a real shame because in season 4 of Bridgerton, Penelope's not wearing any of these extra stuff and she still looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, I definitely think that was the case for season 3. They did not know what to do.
I disagreed because I felt like Penelope's season is the most beautiful. I think Penelope was the most beautiful diamond so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the dresses that they gave her complemented her so well. Like, of course, like, the dresses for like Kate and Daphne were very complimentary, but with Penelope, it was like, wow, I was shocked by every single outfit she wore, and how beautiful, like, blue and green. When she wore that blue dress the first time
when
my
she
jaw
first stepped
dropped.
out.
Like,
Yeah,
I
same.
thought they did amazing with her costume stuff, but like, to be honest, I didn't really like take much notice of like the nails and the fake lashes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are like valid points to make, like, why are they adding that? But I struggled with the idea that they didn't make her look beautiful, because I thought she looked amazing. And
Yeah, I'm
not drastically different either.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't think it was saying that
Yeah.
it didn't make her look beautiful, but I think they're saying that using the lashes and the extra the extraness of everything was because they didn't know what to do with what she already had besides the dresses.
I mean, I can agree with that. Then.
Yeah.
And like in terms of like plus size actors in media and stuff, to be honest, I don't know much about, because I haven't really seen them, which is a
They're
problem
not there.
itself. I can only think of like maybe like Queen Latifah
Yeah.
in like her movies, and I think she does always look really good. But again, like
Yeah. I think
there are issues of people with styling and like choosing pieces that wouldn't be the most flattering. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And I think
Yeah.
what do you call it? That fact of the matter is causing like this, because everyone's been complaining recently about everyone's on Ozempic, or everyone in Hollywood is on this dramatic shift of getting like completely super skinny and in a really unnatural way.
Yeah.
Because real organic and like healthy kind of beauty and like attractiveness is not being valued like at all.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are really scared of it.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's obviously a problem with women. It's a problem with men and the way they see themselves.
That is why though I did appreciate Penelope's season, like her scene with like the mirror and like accepting like her body. Like, it's the first time I've seen like a plus size woman like accept the beauty and like desirability of her body so much, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying Bridgerton did it perfectly or did a good job, but like I don't know. I do feel like it's a start, and I do think Penelope is, like, in my opinion, the prettiest like female lead we've had for a season so far.
100%. Yeah.
Like
her and Kate. No, you know, actually, her and Sophie for me personally, I think have been
Sophie's,
the prettiest leads.
the most natural like beauty.
Naturally beautiful one of all of them.
Yeah.
And then actually, to be, I have no complaints about any of the women.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
They all look gorgeous completely. But yeah, that's an interesting.
I have a lot more to think about with that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chew on it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something to think about, especially because, like you said,
I feel like my eyes are opened. Like, I'm gonna be more aware of it now when I'm watching.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's difficult to be able to try and recall examples or thoughts about it, because there, aside from like a select few, maybe Rebel Wilson, well, not so much now anymore, but you've got. But
like, you know, making Rebel Wilson like the funny, like
the funny fat friend,
you know,
or doing the same with I forgot her name, but I think that's Melissa McCartney.
I'm not sure, but in any case, there's not really. I can't think of many plus size women as female leads in a non-comedy setting.
Yeah, they're always seen as like a fat friend, fat or funny or something like that. But yeah, that's a really, really interesting hot take. Definitely.
I'm really glad that one got submitted, actually.
Yeah, definitely, genuinely
so
keep these kind of like discussions coming, these type of hot takes coming. I think it's really important that we kind of take a look at, like, because we were talking earlier about what do you call it? whether TV or film has been able to accomplish more inclusivity.
Yeah.
I think taking a step back and for us to be able to, as movie watchers or creators, to be able to have a look at the things we're watching, it's really, really important. So yeah, I really appreciated that. That was a really, really interesting. I know we've got a lot more other interesting takes that people have submitted, but we're definitely gonna try our best to work our way through all of them as time goes on, because obviously we've got more episodes coming, more videos coming out as well, outside of the episodes. But yeah, so something we kind of also wanted to talk about is that a lot of different rom-coms are being released recently. We have so many different things coming out, or like rom-coms with a twist, like The Housemaid. Or I don't even know if I'd call that a rom-com.
That's a horror film.
It's a thriller. You haven't watched it, so I can't spoil it for you.
To be honest, yeah.
But you've got, to answer better, maybe Eternity, The Kissing Booth, After 1 to 5.
Anybody But You.
Anybody But You, The Summer I Turned Pretty. What other films or series? To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Kitty.
Exo
Kitty, yeah.
There are plenty of different things out recently, but generally speaking, everyone seems to be
rewatching all of the old 90s and 2000s rom-coms.
100%.
Like, those are the classics. Those are the things that people do on their like rest days to like feel good. And
old nostalgic films of rom-coms that for a lot of people seem to hit a lot better.
Yeah.
So we were going to think about just going back in time a little bit to the early 2000s rom-coms.
Mm-hmm.
So dating back, I think, do we have one from 1999 or no?
No.
Okay, we don't have one from 1999, but from 2000, so it's been like 26 years of all of these rom-coms that everyone's come to know and love. And we kind of got, like, I think about 2 each that we kind of wanted to talk about.
2, but I may have more.
Yeah, because there are a lot of things to...
It's hard not to give all of them my love.
Yeah. What would you say has been your... Not both of them, but like what's been your favourite rom-com?
My favourite?
One of your favourite rom-coms from the early 2000s.
From the early 2000s?
Yeah.
She's the Man.
She's the Man,
like,
really?
Since childhood, that's been like one of my favourite films.
Like a rewatchable one.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I was obsessed when I was younger. I was obsessed with the Cinderella Story.
Michael Murray.
I would watch that film the time. Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray. So fun. And I really love Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer Coolidge is a hilarious character.
I also think like the scene like with the rain and like the whole like talk about the drought, that's one of my favorite kiss scenes in a rom-com of all time.
Yeah, and it was such a good modern take on the whole Cinderella thing.
Definitely.
Like the whole phones and I think if there was a film I was cursed to watch over and over again.
Yeah.
If we were talking about rom-coms, this genre, it would be a Cinderella Story.
Also her dress, the Cinderella dress itself.
Right.
Gorgeous.
And I loved the whole dynamic like she had with her dad and then the family in general and then all the people at the diner as well. It was such a great film. I'm gonna probably rewatch it when I go home now.
Yeah, understandable. Classic.
Because I am struggling a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Struggling a little bit to remember She's the Man.
No, okay. She's the Man.
Talk me through it.
Is a film where there's this girl who loves football. She really wants to be a football player.
Okay. The one, is this the one with Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Talk me through it. Go through it.
And so she swaps places with her brother. And whilst her brother's like away on like, I don't know, pursuing music in London without like the mum knowing, she pretends to be him in the school to play football. But then over time, like she develops feelings for like someone else on the team, Channing Tatum's character.
Okay.
And then like, but she also has this like boyfriend, but like he doesn't like respect her truly doing football and stuff like that. So he's kind of like annoying. And then it's like, I think they break up very early on in the film and stuff like that. But then like he tries to win her back. It's like a whole drama.
Okay. Yeah, that I remembering from what I can piece together about it, from what you're saying as well, that was like a very, very great one.
I think
was one of the
like
greats, 100%.
I really loved whatever they were doing in the early 2000s of like this gender flipping kind of stuff. Like she's the man. There's also this like lesser known one called like It's a Boy Girl thing, where like kind of a Freaky Friday situation. Like they switch bodies and like it kind of goes on. It's more camp, but like it's so funny and so good.
I think I think people just didn't take themselves as seriously back then, and I think films weren't afraid to do weird things or to just be out there. And it seems like films seem a lot more reserved and like trying to stick to the hard-earned trope. And again, like, because we recently watched Wuthering Heights, and
I think I'm gonna die in this house.
I'm actually sick of that song. But yeah, it was there's very much a problem with over-sexualizing in a lot of rom-coms or romance films.
I blame Akata. I'm so sorry.
Really?
Like ever since Akata came out, everyone's like, yes, very smart, it's okay, and it's like they're not gonna read or watch anything if it's not got like spicy scenes in it.
And it really ruins it. It's too much, and it ruins it, and it takes you out of the things as well.
Like
I think I love Bridgerton, but I think the first season, especially with Anthony's scenes, for me that felt a bit much.
Yeah.
And then watching things like After, or I never actually watched past After one.
After.
Or I don't think The Kissing Booth did it much, but there are some films and series which just take it way too far.
These are just like 16-year-olds half the time.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
A bit odd.
It's been very strange, but I think the early 2000s, they were just really organic with things.
Like it's about real yearning. There's intimacy beyond the physical. Like it's spiritual intimacy and like connection. That's like the most romantic and beautiful thing to see. You know.
100%, having that kind of connection.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lost art, to be honest.
I think so.
But yeah, I think that's why the other one of my favorite films when it comes under rom-coms is A Princess Diaries. Because when I was younger, I had a huge crush on Anne Hathaway, right?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway is one of my big celebrity crushes.
She's like a natural.
She's gorgeous. I loved it. You know what's a real shame? I only watched Devil Wears Prada probably like 2018 or 2019. I watched it pretty late on, but I watched Princess Diaries probably when I was like 11 or 10 years old. And then Princess Diaries 1 and 2, both phenomenal films.
I love both of them, but I do prefer the romance in the second film.
That's fair.
But that's just because I'm a typical enemies to lovers girly.
Yeah.
I love the hate-love trope.
I think it was such a great film. It was so well done.
Both films, fantastic. I think I'm more nostalgic about the first film in terms of like actual like everything.
Yeah, because it was like the introduction.
Yeah.
Although they're coming back with the third film.
Are they?
They're filming a third film right now.
Wow,
actually.
Okay.
Which is,
exciting.
I mean, it's exciting. I mean,
who is she dating?
What's happening? What's going on? Because they're also doing with Anne Hathaway, Devil Wears Prada as well.
Stop with the reboots.
It's a bit much. But what was your other film?
So along with this hate love trope, I would say How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Okay.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is like one of the best rom-coms. It's so well done. Like you see them both like working against each other. Yeah, they can't help but actually catch feelings. Yes. Matthew McConaughey, the female lead in her yellow dress. It's just perfect. And especially as someone with like like an English background, like both of them, like her being in like journalism and like communications, him being in advertising, I was like, I'll give it this. That
acts as for me. It's acting as an advert for the film because I have not watched it yet.
Really? Oh, it's so good.
Is it good? Really that
good? Like the humor and the wittiness, like they're both so witty.
Yeah.
Especially like the female character, like she's so witty. I can't believe I'm forgetting her name right now, but so funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely try and give it a watch. Because
she keeps him on his toes, like, and I love to see a woman keep a man on their toes. You know what I mean? Like,
there have definitely been a good few rom-coms in the past that
not just like chasing after like the manic pixie dream girl. Like, it's not that at all.
100%. Okay, I'll give it a watch. 100%. Okay, what about now? Last 5 years, for instance, what have been? What's your favorite of the rom-coms that have come out in the last 5 years, and what's your least favorite separately?
Okay, It's not my favourite, but we can't not talk about it because I think it is the most nostalgic and like the most classic of this last like 5 years. To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Okay.
Like, I think it is one of the only rom-coms in the most like recent years that has hit the mark. You know, it's very nostalgic to watch. It was very cute, very 2017. You know. Yeah, like the letter writing, it was very sweet, the yearning. I think there is a bit of intimacy between her and Peter, but like not to a crazy extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they kiss in a hot tub, something like that. And yeah, like it was proper yearning and pining, and like the fake dating trip, I think it was done so well.
100%.
Such a cute film.
Yeah.
Such a cute soundtrack as well.
I can see that. I think that's out of all of the Netflix rom-com drama ones, that's definitely my favourite, as opposed to maybe The Kissing Booth or After or 365 Days.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which is, again, falls prey to that same problem we were talking about earlier about over-sexualization.
Like, even my best friend, at the time, we weren't best friends, but she was reading the book, and this is how we bonded. Like, we bonded over, oh my god, like, you've seen To All the Boys I Loved Before? And I was like, yeah. And, like, you know, like, it was inspired, like, friendship, you know, other kinds of love and stuff like that. So, beautiful film. Yeah.
That's fair take. See, now I feel like I'm just rehashing old things that I've said before in previous episodes, because I was going to say when it comes to best rom-coms over the last 5 years, maybe it is like a conversation about recency bias, but I was going to say Eternity.
That's fair.
I think
I watched Eternity recently.
I still love that film so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be rewatching it soon as well.
Really?
But yeah.
Well, I don't think I ever heard your thoughts on it. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I think my main thoughts were just that it felt like I was watching a nostalgic film. I don't know what it was about the way they filmed it, about
what about
whole
her
aesthetic of
choices?
it.
Because I think it was quite unconventional. Because normally, I think in rom-coms you're encouraged to take the lead who's the most passionate, excited, who's going to challenge you and make you grow. But instead she chose like the more comforting character, but like who knew her the best and like was reliable and had her best interests at heart. So very different kind of storytelling going on there, I think.
I actually kind of disagree with that.
Really?
But I do get what you're coming from.
Yeah.
Especially because Callum Sun is the more conventionally attractive male lead. And there's this whole thing about the fact that he was her husband and she didn't get much time with him as we wanted, and this longing and yearning she had that was really evident throughout the entire film. Yeah. This yearning for that, to be able to live out that love and that relationship. I don't even think it's a matter of choices, you know. I think she deserved an opportunity to live out and to see what experiences she got from both of those relationships.
I think that's true.
I mean, what were your thoughts specifically about it?
With Eternity, honestly the same as you. Like, I thought I was kind of always on the team of the second husband, like the one who she'd been with for 60 years, because like I just could see how much like adoration he had for her, and like the first husband seemed kind of like overly confident and presumptive that like, oh yeah, she would just, you know, go with him. Do you know what I mean? But I was still kind of 50-50. I was like, I don't know where it's gonna go. And like he does seem like adventurous and young and attractive, and like her current husband wasn't giving her that sense of adventure and freedom that she was longing for, you know, which I think is very important, that your passions are fulfilled in a relationship. But when like she talked about her kids, and he was like, yeah, I actually hate hearing you talk about your kids. I was like, yeah, wrap it up. I could see
where I was going from there, but not to give too much away. But I really enjoyed that.
I think the overall message wasn't that like, oh, it was always the second husband. It's more like she was always meant to love the first husband, but she was also meant to like, you know, find love again afterwards, kind of thing. Like the value of her love for her first husband is not like taken away from the fact that she's like moved on with another person at all. Like she loves them both in her heart, but her current husband is at the same level as the level she's at right now, and unfortunately her first husband was still kind of stuck at that time and age in a way. Yeah, he seems stuck in time.
Okay, so flip side, what was your least favourite of like the last 5 to 10 years when it comes to rom-coms?
Least favourite? Yeah, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. like, do you have any ideas?
I have a specific one.
Okay.
It wasn't even so much so that it was a bad film. I think it was just that it was. I think it'd been at the time. It'd been heralded as like the comeback to rom-coms. It was the best rom-com that's ever come out. But it's Anyone But You. And I sat through that film. I really.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the film for what it was, but it very much felt overly tropey, overly let's try our best to have this sexual tension between each other, and let's try and do it. I don't know, it felt very forced, felt so artificial, if I'm being completely honest. And I think another big thing somewhat about it for me is throwing all of these conventionally, like hyper conventionally attractive people, or conventionally attractive people forward to the to these roles, and then going like just assuming that their attractiveness makes the film good.
Okay.
But I don't think that was I don't think that was the case. I don't think that's what happened.
I actually liked Anyone But You.
Really? Didn't we watch the film together?
We did, and I thought we both liked it.
I don't remember liking it.
I heard it's not like I don't recall this opinion, but don't get me wrong. I don't think it was the rom-com of the century by any means, but I thought it was an okay film. Like, I don't think it was an exciting rom-com, but I think for the first time it was like an interesting one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
And like it did like have more of those like familiar, fun kind of rom-com tropes that the early 2000s did. But yeah.
That's fair. But you think you're still drawing a blank on what else you would name or label?
Yeah, like I just think the rom-coms at the moment, you know, like what's popular, like My Fault, Red, White and Robbery was okay. That was good. But like, yeah, we're just getting like, I don't know, random Netflix or Prime shows, and like no one's really watching them or like really reacting to them or reviewing them, because like it's all the same thing, like just like loads of smut or something, and no plot, and or like really toxic guys who are like, yeah, I'll like kill for you, and it's like, oh my god, like he's gonna protect me, he's like, I'm like special, and like he's horrible to other girls but not to me. Like, oh my god, I'm sick of that trope. Yeah,
which we got a lot of.
Like, oh, they're just nameless.
There's
but like, you're not forgetting anything from like 2000s, even 90s, like 10 Things I Hate About You, Pretty Woman. I kind of count Mamma Mia because like I love Amanda Seyfried in that. Yeah. Okay,
in that case, I feel like that leads us pretty well into our debate. Which is,
okay.
You know, what happened to rom-coms? Rom-coms were better before.
Our rom-com's dead.
Our rom-com's dead.
Yeah.
So, what would you say if you were to take an agree or disagree stance? Where are you going with this?
I'm gonna agree.
You're gonna agree? Okay.
I'm
disagreeing.
I think they're dead, but there's possibility to be revived. But at the moment, they're dead. I can't think of a single notable rom-com movie that's come out in the last 5 years, like other than Eternity.
Or last 10. If you drink about the last 10 years, I think there's a couple.
Like, because I remember I said 10 Things To All the Boys I Loved Before, but that came out in 2017. That was
last 10 years. Last 10 years.
Okay, sorry, I just thought 2017 was 3 years ago, guys.
It was. It really, really was.
What do you mean?
There's no way in 3 years' time we'll be in 2029.
Okay, so gosh.
Yeah, I disagree. I think, to be honest, rom-coms are not my personal like favorite genre. I don't think they really always crack my top 3. Although Eternity was definitely my movie of the year.
Yeah. Last
year, I think that's just because it was that good. But I think modern rom-coms have had things, like great things.
It's not as good.
I disagree.
Like Bridget Jones.
I disagree. La La Land, for instance. La La Land was a rom-com.
That's a tragedy.
La La Land was a rom-com tragedy.
It was a tragedy.
It was a bit of both.
Okay, not a tragedy to be honest. I think they made the right choices, but overall, I think it was a film about ambition.
It was a film about ambition, but I would put it under that rom-com genre, that rom-com umbrella.
Yeah.
And La La Land is a perfect film.
Yeah,
I would rewatch it multiple times. And like as you said before, To All the Boys I Loved Before, that kind of cheesy rom-com, appreciate like that whole dynamic. We've got Bridgerton. Bridgerton's a rom-com of sorts. And I think, like, whether it's a TV series or films, I think Bridgerton's an insanely great...
TV series-wise, we are well fed. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's what we're including. A rom-com...
Well, okay, no. I can only name, like, 3 TV shows, though. Like, Bridgerton, Semi-Temperate,
Never Have I Ever...
maybe Exo Kitty. That's it. What else?
We've got plenty.
Exactly.
Don't put me on the spot like this. We've got plenty. Outside of Never Have I Ever, we had...
But film-wise, am I gonna rewatch?
I would rewatch La La Land.
Am I gonna rewatch La La Land, or am I gonna rewatch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
La La Land. For me.
No, I rewatch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Really?
Am I gonna rewatch To All the Boys I Loved Before or She's the Man? I'm gonna rewatch She's the Man.
Is that because of the film being better, or just because you appreciate the 2000s aesthetic of it all?
Because I prefer the humour. Like, if we're specifically focusing on the com part of rom-com, I think the humour in 2000s rom-com specifically, it was just so much wittier and so much funnier.
Really?
Yeah. Whereas, like, in today, the com part's kind of being dropped. It's just more like a romance, but then, like, the romance is, like, a bit flat on its own. Yeah. Okay,
I think that's a fair point. I just think there are plenty of films and TV series nowadays.
To be fair, though, romantic dramas are on the rise.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say Eternity and La La Land, romantic drama, pretty good.
And I don't really know if you can count it in as a rom-com, because it is a sitcom, but I think it comes under the rom-com genres. But
you can say Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary is a good example of that.
Okay.
But if I was talking about factoring in sitcoms to it, Abbott Elementary for one, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Amy and Jake, Superstore, Jonah and Amy, The Good Place, Chidi and Eleanor.
These are romantic subplots.
These are romantic. These are rom-com. These are elements of rom-com within sitcoms. They're subplots, but they're still. I mean, Chidi and Eleanor's relationship kind of carries the. Like, obviously there's so much other elements to the last season, but that carries season 4.
Okay. Like,
that's the main focus. That yearning and the push and pull between Eleanor and Chidi is like a big thing in season 4. That whole the romance element between Jake and Amy defined Brooklyn Nine-Nine for years until they got together, and up to the very last episode of Superstore, that will they won't they between Amy and Jonah is constant. And when we're putting up against things like, if we're still factoring in sitcoms and stuff like that, if we're factoring like maybe Friends or how I Met Your Mother, those shows which are the early 2000s or the early 90s or late 90s shows, if I was putting Friends and How I Met Your Mother up against Abbott Elementary or The Good Place or Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Superstore, those more recent ones win every day. I would rewatch those in a heartbeat as opposed to the other ones.
No, I'm gonna go rewatch The Princess Diaries.
Yeah, but
it's just like, okay, maybe there is an element of nostalgia at play here where I'm favoritizing things I watched like as a child because of those warm memories, but I just still don't think like it's hitting the same today. I think it is dead.
What about Rye Lane?
And it needs to be revived.
What about Rye Lane?
I've not seen that. Like, Peckham?
It's based in Peckham, yeah. But it's a black rom-com love story.
I love that.
Which is really, really great. I will.
It's
a great film.
Okay.
There are so many low-key ones. Ones that kind of fly slightly under the radar.
I'll concede and say that there are some quality romantic dramas.
Guys, you hear what she just said? She said she concedes.
Dramas,
she concedes.
But no rom-coms.
I disagreed.
No rom-coms.
I won.
There's no good rom-coms. No good comedy elements.
Eternity.
That's not a comedy.
It's
that's
a comedy.
Okay, no, it is.
Yeah,
but like, other than Eternity, name one other.
La La
exactly.
Land.
That's a tragedy. That is a tragedy.
To All the Boys I Loved Before.
it's okay. It's not better than like anything of the early 2000s.
I think there's a couple.
But yeah, Bridget Jones, you know, I like you for being you. These like big lines that just felt like the world was gonna like crush, you know, like it captures your heart. And there's no like iconic lines of like these moments other than like in Bridgerton we've got these iconic lines of like romantic love, but there's nothing like that today. If anything, maybe more in like, I think in like Asian media they're killing the game here in their K-dramas, C-dramas, you name it.
100%.
Like
Even in
they're
anime,
romantic drama. Like,
they're able
anime,
to carry off like these insanely great plots. Like Your Name is not my favorite anime
that's
film,
yearning.
but that's like yearning. That's like sincerely great. But again, these are modern films. These are modern series. I think Hollywood. I'm willing to not concede, because I'd never concede. Thanks for giving me that great point, by the way. I'm not willing to concede, but I'm willing to appreciate the fact that Hollywood specifically is killing all of the genres. Not rom-coms. They're killing all the genres, and they don't know what to do with them. But like you said, all of these other forms of media are doing it right. They're doing it right. So
what can I even say?
I think we should all just celebrate the fact that Sinead said I was right. I was right, guys. I was right. I don't think it's an incorrect statement to say that Hollywood's not doing as much now as they had been before, but there are other places that are still happening today. Like there was.
I just remembered Past Lives.
Past Lives, I can't believe I forgot that. That is my favorite. Next to Eternity, that is my favorite rom-com. I would rewatch that in a heartbeat now. That and Eternity tie first place in terms of how I view love, or how I view like all of these complex emotions. Thank you for that. You know, huh?
I would never say I'm wrong.
Can you pass me a pen really quickly?
No, don't pass him the pen, Melvin.
Could you pass me one of those other boards as well?
There's no loyalty here.
No loyalty. I agree.
You need a new cameraman.
You know what I think we should do from going forward when it comes to debates? We should...
Going forward when it comes to debates, we're going to do what now?
I think we should have like a big whiteboard here. Maybe. Or even put it here, put these posters somewhere else. And we have a big whiteboard here where it says Zola's wins and Sinead's wins. And we tally all the wins and the debates. I mean, I feel like anyone who watched last episode's debate would argue that I won as well. So... Like
it went straight to your head. Take the cap off for a second, let's see.
No, what? But yeah, if we have like this big whiteboard here where it goes like Zola's win, Sinead's wins, and you know, put 2 marks next to Zola's name, and then maybe 1 mark next to Sinead's name. I think that would be great. I had such a great time. That's the highlight of my week. Oh my gosh, guys, I won. Sinead sucks. I think that's the takeaway here. You know, we've got an episode coming out very shortly, actually. Outside of episode 3, episode 4 is going to be coming out. I think it's the second to last week of March, actually. And we've got these. I don't know if the videos will be out yet, but hopefully. We have a Bridgerton reaction coming out to the last part of season 4 part 1, and we have another Bridgerton reaction video coming out after that to the last episode of season 4 part 2, and we've just gone to the cinema and watched Wuthering Heights. Experienced that. We've got another video about Wonder Man, a review coming out soon as well.
Very excited.
Which I'm really excited for, you know, for all you guys to see, because I think Wonder Man's such an understated MCU film.
So good.
It's like so one of MCU's best projects.
Watch,
if we could be like a full advert for that, even people who maybe are not even interested or
don't think
compelled by the superhero genre,
a Marvel show at all.
Not at all.
it's critically acclaimed. Like it's amazing.
It's so good. I would recommend it to everyone.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first, and you know, not just within film and TV. We're kind of looking at. We've got a video about the Grammys this year.
Yeah.
Coming out. And, you know, we're going to be talking about hopefuls for what we can expect from music this year coming. And then, you know, what exactly happened during the awards season,
I think so, yeah.
I think that, yeah, got a lot of interesting things coming up soon. But yeah, I've been Zola.
I've been Shanae.
And this is No Spoilers, kind of. And it's episode 3.
Yeah.